I was looking for something for a story to allow myself to go back to something very scary. I wanted to go back to The Hills of Eyes, a high tension. I did some all comedy like Piranha, but I wanted to do something that will really scare the audience, put them on the edge of their seat, create like an immersive experience for them. And I was reading script and book and everything, and I received the script of Crawl, and with the script came that log line about this young woman who has to save her dad during a hurricane category 5 in Florida in a flooded zone infested with alligators. It was just exactly what I needed. I just had to sign and say, "Hey, I'm doing this movie." It was exactly the perfect combination of survival and fear elements. It was so easy. We're in the water every day in wetsuit with the wind and the rain, and you have to ask the actors. It was very, very difficult. You know, when you make a survival movie, you're supposed to make a survival movie in the movie. Here it was really a survival movie to make the movie as well. So it was very difficult. It was very hard. I definitely learned a lot from my previous movies that has all those elements, the water and, like shooting in this kind of condition. I kind of forgot how difficult it was. So it was kind of taking me back to, what I was thinking when I was writing that scene in the middle of the night in my very warm and comfortable place. And then that was, then you enjoy it so much, and I'm sure we'll go back again. I mean, every movie needs to be prep a lot. You know, making a movie costs a lot of money, so you don't have the time to redo and try and look. So you need to know exactly what you're doing. So I pretty much work a lot on the script. The script is very like the most important thing, and then it's some storyboards, some shot list. I do shot list for every sequence. I really want to know exactly how I'm going to do. But then it's really come to the work with the actors and the blocking and how like they're going to own the space. And specifically when like part of the movie is in a crawl space or in a floated place, like the way they're going to be interacting with each other is the key of if the scene is going to be believable or not. Whatever they say, they knew it was written in the script. No, it was, I would have not be able to make such a movie without Kaya and Barry. They were absolutely, I mean, troopers. And when I, asked like, "You sure, Kaya? You know what's coming?" She, "Yeah, I want to make this movie to show my son how badass I can be," and yes, she was definitely badass. You'll see when the movie comes in home video, there is a great behind the scene that show everything. But it's all the actors, like there were no real alligators on set. They were just stuntmen dressed in full spandex, green suits, crawling toward them. That was really scary, in fact. But that was not alligators. Or they were like stunt people holding like a rug with like a foam head just to interact. And that's where they're amazing because they trust me. They trust, like that we're going to make a movie that will look so good at the end, where the alligators will look so real that everyone will feel that there were actually real alligators in that crawl space, in that house, around the house, inside the house. And it's all of them playing it and going for the, okay, I'm going to pretend that this diver with his fin like swimming is an alligator. And it works. The dog, her real name is Chocho, and she came from Budapest, and she was spectacular. To find a dog that was trained, that was so comfortable in water, out of the water, with wind machine, and so I mean, it was so nice to walk. Like you say, like usually walking with animals is so difficult. I will do any movie with this dog. She was magic. I wanted it to be very intense. I wanted it to be so intense that you will not be able to, go for the popcorn or the drink, that you were on the edge of your seat. I wanted that kind of movie when you go and you feel that the temperature is raising in the room because people are really nervous. And hold this as an audience member before being a filmmaker are like what I love the most in a movie theater. It's that experience where we all forget that we're all together and we just cross the screen and we're on the other side living the story. So when you do this movie, it's like as if you were drawing the blueprint of a ride. Like when you have to go down, when you have to give a little breathing space, and when you don't have to give breathing space. And I don't think this movie has a lot of breathing space. It's pretty intense. I think they need to come, with their full rain gear to go for the storm. No, no. I mean, it is a very fun, intense, scary movie experience. There is a reason why movies like this are working so well, uh, uh, even in the landscape full of Avengers and Star Wars and great big movies, is because a movie like Crawl gives you the feel of an immersive experience. You are going to be in that storm. You're going to be in that basement. You're going to try to reach the rooftop with the water rising around you, at the ticking clock, and the alligators feeling more and more comfortable and coming towards you. It's going to be scary, and you're going to have a lot of fun because maybe you're going to survive. It was so nice to go back and do a proper, straightforward horror movie. I really feel and realize it's my DNA. I have the same pleasure making those movies than waiting behind a door and scare someone. So it's just fun.